Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Hey, hold on. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense. Out time.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the gun, Murray. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Get in the weight room. Let's go. 56 to Mike.
Here's Murray. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off the defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Sliding out of the pocket. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign in Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
1st down, Murray. It's grabbed over the middle by White. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
56, right there, 56. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. To try again after the sack. Murray escaped. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Defensively, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn...
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. They were looking for Marshall that time. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Murray, screenplay, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Able to find Kirk complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll try to jet sweep with Kirk. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now this throw caught left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. 1st down, so many connections between the two quarterbacks in this game, Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray. Both Heisman Trophy winners. Obviously, you've got the Oklahoma connection. Both #1 overall picks. And both also won a state title in high school in the state of Texas. And neither guy is a very tall quarterback. Baker Mayfield at 6'1", Kyler Murray just at 5'10". 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to
rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now they're staring at a 4th down. Arizona's defense does its job. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I've talked to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty... And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
What's the run? They're running it.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Finding Harris over the middle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
It's been a long day for you.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowler Glover Quinn there making the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And taken right at the 35. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Joseph is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Undercut.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They go play action. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerron Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two. Here's Mayfield to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Play fake. Mayfield steps away to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Get off the field, defense.
Mayfield on first down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Murray now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I got you. He's coming. We got double up.
Murray now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. He'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Darius Philon, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mayfield down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
24, check 24. Check. 61. Match box.
1st down, Murray, and he fires one incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and now it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
11 yards there, first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield over the middle here to Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Murray. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Olivier Vernon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 20.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Murray. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing again, Murray. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowler Glover Quinn there making the play. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku. 84 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And the Browns first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Set. 180. 43. You run.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Mayfield